Holy crap, I think my mic is better. I hope I didn't make it all quiet and stuff. Anyway, pleased to see you all again. I hope this second video that I was uploading will upload correctly. Right now, I'm doing a gameplay of guess what? Guess what? Guess what? The Stanley Parable. Yep. That's the game that I'm going to be playing, and I hope my microphone will be good enough for recording this, cause fuck my breathing. Okay, I hope my mic will be good for this. As I said, I tried to lower the volume, and I hope this will work, or else all this time will be wasted. Even though I do like the Stanley Parable. So, let's get started. Welcome to the Stanley Parable, where everything is so deceiving. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and begin the game. I've played this game, you know, but I want to play with you guys. I want to spend some special bonding time with my subscribers who think I'm... Yes, it is. I'm recording now. I have a YouTube too. You frowny face. Just no, mad frowny face. I don't want to be all like sad and stuff. Mad face. Oh yeah, speaking of Jeppe, I was actually speaking with Jeppe on stream. The anomaly Jeppe, who was pretty cool. I like that. Okay, sorry friend, I gotta go offline. That was nice. I don't know why that took so much. I can't handle going offline. I can't handle it all. I thought my game crashed there for a second and I was about to strangle my monitor. Okay. Anyway, on to the video. The end is loading. This brings a new concept into mind, right into my view. That the end is loading. You never thought that the end was gonna... You thought that the end was gonna come, okay? You know the end is gonna come, but you never knew that it was just gonna load. And it takes about this long to load, and then it's the end. And it's there.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders
That's pretty
came to
much
him
my
through a
YouTube
monitor on
job
his
right
desk,
now.
telling him what buttons to push,
There's
how long to
Robert.
push them, and
There's me.
This
That's
is what
I do.
employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-bending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
This is a video game broken right now.
Was happy.
You know, this is a real piece of art.
And then
I'm sorry
one
that I
day,
had to
something
interrupt
very
it there.
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
I just got
Something
shot in
he
my
would
spine.
never quite forget. He
Okay, I
had
just
been at
jizzed
his
my
desk
pants
for
now.
nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
change my
order
pants real
had
quick.
arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
God
call a
damn it.
meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move
I'm
for
back.
the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
This is beautiful so far. What if I just don't want to?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
Are you
Crucial
kidding me?
outcome fell under his responsibility.
I don't
He had
want
never been
to.
trained for that.
I don't
No.
want to. No.
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now,
I'm just gonna
Stanley
sit
thought
here
to
and keep
himself,
on.
is to wait. Nothing will hurt me.
Nothing will hurt
break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
Isn't that
Stanley
right, Bugs?
waited. Hours passed.
Isn't that right?
Then days. Had
Bugs.
years gone by?
I don't
He
know.
no longer had the ability to tell.
I don't
But
have
the
the
one thing he
ability.
knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
That was freaky. Okay. I'm just kidding. I wasn't gonna do that again. What the hell do you think I
A
am?
soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
What? Okay. Yeah, Carl, good job. You know, good job right here. What are we working on right now? Carl? Carl! Oh my god! Where's Carl? Carl? Carl! Huh. Okay. Can I do that with all the computers? I think this is the answer to Carl. Why am I getting this right now? Okay. One second. Oh! 59 frames per second. You make me sick. Ugh. Anyway, back to the game. Wow.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should I? I don't know if I want to be truthful. I mean, can I just go? Okay, I can't just go. Well, fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
Okay,
room,
I'm
and
joking. I'm
Stanley
sorry.
knew it
Can I go?
perfectly well.
Okay.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Admirable. Such an admirable lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
This is
just to spend a
totally
few
worth the
moments here
detour.
in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
This
Stanley
masculine,
simply
I
stood
meant
here,
immaculate
drinking it
room.
all in.
No, you know that's a really good pun. I'm really proud of you right now for that pun. I really.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in
Yes.
the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
I mean,
Really worth it.
I think Carl and Suzanne are going to be fine, thank you very much. I don't even know where you are right
At
now.
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I
It's
am
possible
not
that this
creepy.
is
What
why
are you
everyone
talking
left.
about? I can stand on this box. What's in this box? What? Let me read that.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Short history
But when a
of-
long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I can't read that. If only I had a 4K monitor.
But at last,
But,
he'd had enough of the
alas,
amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
you know. Okay, listen to me here, okay, everybody? Would you rather go through that or that? One second, I just heard my mom. I don't want her to interrupt. Recording video. Okay, one second. Sorry about this delay, everybody. Let me just take a quick pause and let these thoughts serenade in your head like some nice pork loin in a nice sauce. Come on, Sand. I just heard it. But don't put your purse down, please. Plug your phone in. My message is still being sent. Come on, Sand. Sorry for that ear rape of me breathing into my mic. Come on, man. How hard is it to send 5 words out of a 4G connection? You know what? Fuck it. I bet that reaches her. Back to the game. So sorry about that. That was the most intense part of this whole recording so far. I think I want to go over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I am the most ignorant little fuck I've ever...
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
I am
here.
such an
I'm not your
little
enemy,
shit.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story,
yeah, you aren't my mommy. You can't tell me what to do. If you tell me what to do,
everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm so powerful. Yes, I'm so happy of my masculinity that I have killed
Stanley
myself
knew the office
just to
layout
prove.
like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Why?
Just a matter of time.
Wait. Okay, so this person has a computer. This person has a computer, but this guy is just like, is this my computer? What do I do? Do I stick my finger in here? How does this work? Am I supposed to look inside of it or something? Mm, 420. Beep. Input. I see you. Damn, I was hoping for that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The nostalgia right now. I wish I could go see that meeting room, but I might as well.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is really good so far. Okay, sorry about this interruption. I'll be right back, guys.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, but story time with me. Actually, I got the back. Okay, don't freak out. We're not getting like freaking raided right now. This is real life, okay? Okay, so as you guys got to see that, I decided this is actually a really good place to stop right here. My 80, okay, story time with me. I have an 85-year-old dad. Recently, he's he doesn't really get the concept of like of a lot of computers and stuff, but he's actually started to realize stuff a lot more recently, and I told him I was recording. I love my dad, really nice guy, so he understands. Please, no more charge. I'm begging you, please. But yeah. So I'm back. And yeah, so he's a really nice guy. Thank you, Dad, if you ever come across this channel through whatever you're doing. Yeah. So yeah, that's my story so far, but back to the game.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Should I? Okay, sure, why not?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I gotta turn my fan on before my graphics card kills itself. This California heat, you gotta love California when you're an outdoors person, but sadly I am not one of those people. What if I was kinda listening so far. I mean I could probably just deviate just a bit, you know?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
I might
and in
be
such
fired.
a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
I guess.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
What?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
What is going on?
Were they simply repeating?
What is going on?
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yes!
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief
that
Stanley
makes
felt
sort of
to have
sense.
finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm not crazy.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
I
suppose. Go back to my boring real-life
your
pushing
stupid
buttons.
job.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So
yeah.
He imagined himself flying and began to gently float.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space
my
on
head.
a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Wow.
And
I am
Stanley
having
marveled
the
that he
time
had still
of
not
my
woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking. Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley,
That is
who found it
very
particularly strange.
quite
I'm
queer.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
No.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
That's crazy
Now,
talk.
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After
This is
all,
extremely
he knew
shocking.
for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
This is
Did
a
the voice
dream.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
this was
bro,
a
you
dream.
saw me jump off that earlier. I'll
closed
show
his
you.
eyes.
Ah!
And he invited
Karate
himself to
chop!
wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
I like the buttons.
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Jeez.
My life is normal.
I sure sound extremely
normal.
traumatized.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Jesus Christ. Are you sure you're not overdoing this? Oh no.
Stanley began screaming.
I'm screaming!
My name is Stanley.
Oh,
Boss, I have an office. I am
Oh.
real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
No.
I must be real. I must
Oh.
be. Anyone hear my voice?
Oh.
Who am I? Who am
Holy
I?
shit.
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
wow.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Although
Jeez.
she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she
Obviously.
knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Obviously,
And in that
water's
moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am
Jesus, what an
sane.
insane
I am
ponder.
in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
You are really
It was
pondering
comforting
something,
to think this,
Marianne, or whatever.
and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the
Does
rest
this
of her
ever
life.
seem
She
like
had
an
no time
anime?
for this,
Because I've
so it
seen
was
only
a
so many
moment that she
animes.
stood there, staring down at the body. And
Oh
then
my
she
God.
turned and ran.
So then she started pondering about her meeting. But then she started pondering about the air that she was breathing and how she just sat there for about 12.5 seconds thinking
All of his
exactly
co-workers were
about
gone.
how
What could
she
it
was
mean?
just so lucky.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I jump on
No
stuff?
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
my
of
God,
his
wait, what?
co-workers.
I just wanted to see if I could get in the chair. How did I do that? I want to do that again. How did I do that? I did it. Can I... What the hell? What the fuck?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
I
He then
can't
praised the game
see
for its
anything.
insightful
My
and
head
witty
is
commentary into the nature
extremely-
of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
I'm extremely
so, now that
confused
you're
right
here,
now.
what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
I'm
Why
so
don't we
scared.
take a minute just to drink it all
I
in?
am extremely terrified right now.
I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
I'm terrified right now. I don't know what to do. I can't even see which way I'm turning half of the time. I don't think this is funny. How could you think this is funny? I don't like it. I don't trust you enough. I'm just this
then
is
in that case we'll continue. But now here comes the real question.
Okay,
What
I
do you
thought
think
me
would
just
have
being an
happened
ignorant
if you
little
had
shit
told me
would
that
help
you wanted
me.
this to stop?
But no.
Do you think it would have been particularly different?
I
Would
mean,
I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
Jeez, you
now,
are
think
really
Would it be worth it for
philosophical
you to
right now.
restart and then come back here
I mean,
just to do the other option?
I don't know.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
It's ridiculous.
What if the other option is even longer?
I don't know.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just played the other option.
Maybe.
In this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever.
Go now.
Cheers.
God damn it. Can I just... That sucks. Why? Now I don't have those...
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
I agree. I was extremely terrified. I'm extremely traumatized right now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Yes, master. Yes, master.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find it coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Do I shut this behind me? Oh, okay. Okay. Executive bathroom. What in there? Give it to me. Give me. Give it to me. Come on. I'm an executive. I push buttons all day. You don't give me any respect. Nice design choice. Boop.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
What dark secret do
you
you
have
have?
Known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, I think I got it. 1 1 1 1.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination is 2845.
8. Eight.
2845. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination.
8.
If he knew that the combo was 2845,
oh, you
could
have just told me that I was 2845.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
Oh, emergency override. Well, I just spent my brain power to complete that for you, but you're just like, oh, into extra override because you're stupid or something. Wow, what's this? This is terrifying. Where am I right now? I don't like this.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
I don't know why
this question would not go unanswered for long.
I don't think this is very...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't know! I wanna go! I wanna go!
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe you. You trick me too much.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I don't trust you.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I am not confronting my death. Can I, like, walk around here? No. Yay! Oh my gosh. What's going on? Whoa! Oh. Oh!
As the machine whirred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Carl! Where are you?
Had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
No!
Stanley.
Holy crap. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
sounds
instantly.
Extremely painful. What? Oh no, I am dead. I am so surprisingly dead right now.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Wow.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Are you woman Jesus or something? How'd you do that?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Filing cabinets. Is this... What is this? Just enter the game? No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, I don't like 1. Wait. Bing, bing, boop, boop, boop. That's too much fun. That is too much fun. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. This is truly a masterpiece of art. Look at this. Okay, this is boring. That was totally worth it. Yeah. So I have like my own museum. That's pretty cool. I guess I could be happy about that.
How long
I'm
was I sitting there?
appreciative.
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I don't think I could do it until the next video. I know I'm a complete asshole. But I'm gonna make you wait just because. Now, please like and subscribe, and also I need to get some new content, and I'll get that new content to you soon. Subscribe for more Stanley Parable gameplay, since this game has been through gameplay before, but for those who want to see some more gameplay of it, I could get every ending for you guys. And that's my plan for this series. If you're looking forward to that, yeah. Oh jeez. If you guys are looking forward to seeing all the endings and seeing all this gameplay, please come back, say hi, you know, hey Bobbert, you know, how's it going, man? Oh, hi, you know. Hi, like Cameron or something like that, you know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day or night. Depending on your location of your strategic area of position. I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye. There. You gotta end video. Stop!